And, Cryptic, what is it that you said? Um, you asked me a question that I could answer after the video, and I can't remember what it was. Can you ask it again? I'm trying to. There we go. How short can a chapter in a book be? Okay. How short can a chapter in a book be? Well, there, Cryptic, I would say there is no definable length. I have seen some authors that will literally put one paragraph as a chapter. I have seen some authors that will do God knows how many pages. When it comes to a chapter in a book, don't focus on the page count. Absolutely do not focus on a page count. The purpose of a chapter is when you have a book divided into chapters. Each chapter should be conveying, if you want to think of it like in movie and TV terms, chapters are effectively speaking scenes. So think of it like scenes before you hit a commercial break. So to make visualization of this easy is think of it like a movie or TV show, just a really long one. And each chapter is a block of scenes of the story you wish to tell before you hit a commercial break. And then the next chapter is the block of scenes of a story that you're looking to tell after you've returned from a commercial break. That's probably the easiest visualization that you could go with. Because there is no I'm sure like in like professional English and literature scholars will say there should be this and there should be this and there should be this in a chapter and you should write it this way. Cryptic, I'm gonna tell you flat out. Not like an episode in a series, but a block of scenes prior to a commercial break. An episode in a series would be like multiple books following an overarching story. So each book would be like an episode in the series, which is what a lot of mine are. So Cryptic, like I have books that have my Awaken series book. My Awaken series books are, I think I'm at 3 different series of books. So think of it like, okay, my first series is like season 1 with episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then the next I have season 2. The second series would be like season 2 with episodes 1, 2, and 3 for books 1, 2, and 3. And then I have this series 3, which is like season 3. And then each book is an episode. So that's the way I look at it in terms of being episodic. An episode would be an entire book. The bottom line is when you're writing a chapter, you want to convey a section of the story. Even if it's like a couple different scenes, like you have one scene taken from the vantage point of one character and another scene from perhaps another character, it's, that's the whole purpose of a chapter, is you're conveying movement and transition. Like each chapter is like transitionary. So, but the analogy I offered of it being scenes before and after a commercial break is probably the best visualization that I can think of for you. As to how to figure out chapters. As far as how long they should be, I am not an English major. I am not a literary scholar. I did not even take college courses for creative writing. I just wrote. So, in my opinion, being an unscholared writer who just writes for the joy of writing, there is no limit. It can be as short or as long as you want. Just so long as it does proper service to your story. That's the requirement, is that it does proper service to your story. And that's it. That's my advice on that. I'm correct, Alistair? Well, thank you. As I said, I have no formal education on the matter. I just write for the joy of writing. Cryptic, I feel you. I feel you. I've had to walk away from my books and given them years to just cook in the background before returning to them to try and write them again. So I feel you. I completely understand. It's tough. Don't force it. With that, the best advice I can tell you is do not force it. What worked for me, hello Stoic. I'm glad you're here, welcome. When it comes like when I hit a block, when I hit my writer's block, I literally, as soon as I could feel myself going stale, I walked away. I walked away and forgot about it for years. Like my first book, I walked away from for like 2 or 3 years. And then one day I just happened to sit down. I thought, maybe I'll see if I can do more with this. And the story just flowed out of me. The current book that I'm working on, I felt myself going stale. I walked away from it for I think 2 years now. At some point, I will probably try and sit down and see if the story flows out. And if it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, I will walk away again. If you're not like on a deadline, like a quote unquote professional writer, don't force it. Because believe me, if you try and force it, it will show in your writing. And it will show as a decline in your writing. So don't force it. You just have to let the story has to come from you organically. It has to come from you naturally. If you try and force it, you will notice a decline in quality. That is my advice. Take it for what it is. And I hope, Cryptic, I hope you're able to climb over that writer's block. I do, because I know the struggle with it, and I really hope you're able to get past it. It's tough. Eventually, it will come. It will. I believe in you. You'll get there.